Hey you guys, I am on the way to my friend's funeral, you guys. I am totally not ready for this. I mean, I know that's something like I probably shouldn't even say, because how can you be ready for something like this? Especially when it's a sudden death.
In 4.5 miles, turn left onto North Avenue.
See coming. So, anxiety. If anxiety was a person, it would be me. Like, I can't even believe this. I feel like me and him supposed to be going to somebody else's funeral. Like, that's how I felt when I got dressed. Like, me and him supposed to be going to support somebody else or something. But you guys, yes, I'm on the way. I don't know if he was cremated or not. I didn't ask his brother. I feel like that was probably something I just should wait to see for myself, because it's probably not a thing to ask, but it's something that I've been thinking about. I did not get to see my first nor my second baby daddy's body, and I wonder if this is going to be the same for him. We don't have any kids together or anything, but I just wonder, like, he was a very important person in my life, so I'm just wondering about that. Also, what crossed my mind is that how my first baby daddy was there for me during the time when my second baby daddy died, and this guy here, baby, was there for me and during the time when my first baby daddy died. And that was just a thought going through my mind and going through, my head. So who gonna be here for me now? I don't want nobody else there for me. Not like this. I'm just playing. I do, but I know that that isn't easy to come by. That person normally is already there when things like this happen, and it just happens. So I'm en route, you guys. So I will check in with you later. Hey, you guys. I am checking in with you guys about the funeral. So after the recording that you just saw, okay, let me back. Before I started to get ready, I was laying in bed, and my bathroom is adjacent to my bed, so I could look straight in there, and I had saw a vision of my friend, like near the tub, like a quick vision of him. And this hasn't been the first time since he's passed, but I'll get into that on another video. I saw a vision of him. It was like quick. And so after the recording that you just saw, I was just thinking about what I said to you guys, like, am I going to see his body? And I was speaking out loud, like, am I going to see his body? And I heard a voice. It was like, do you want to? And it was kind of like, I didn't know what to say. So the voice was like, it's pretty much up to you at this point. Do you want to? Mind you, like I said, I had not spoke with anyone. I don't know anything. So I said it out loud. Yes, I want to. I think I'm going to be able to handle it. So I get to the funeral home and they say, who are you here for? Mosley. They said to the left. I stopped to sign my name on the friends and family book. And I kind of like peek in there, y'all. And his body was there. Now I'm like, okay, I gotta be able to handle this because I don't ask for it. And y'all, it was like I had on ankle weights. It was like I had on bricks on my ankles walking to the casket. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. Like I'm walking to death. I'm going to see someone that for the past 2 years, we have been a part of each other's life, you know, and out of all these years, who would think, you know, the last 2 that I would get to spend these precious moments with him. Okay, so I guess it is a small world because we were able to connect back up throughout all these years. Now, we've always ran into each other, and I'll get into that on another video about how we connected back up, because a lot of people that went to school with us, elementary, middle, was like, where you find him at, you know? So as I'm walking to the casket, y'all, I'm just like, it was hard. It was very hard to see somebody that you've been with laying in a casket. Now, like I said, I did not get to see Adrian nor Will. So I did not know how I was going to respond or react, but it was very hard, y'all. It was so hard. He looked really nice. He did. He was in all white. He just looked like he wasn't supposed to be in there, y'all. He just looked like that was, I know everybody has a time, but it just looked like it wasn't his time, y'all. He did contact me less than a week before, days, with a message, and that will be on another video as well. But he had talked to me about everybody, his kids, his ex-wife. So when they came in, I knew exactly who they were, okay? Exactly, from just all of the conversations that he had with me, y'all. She did not take it well. That made me feel even like worse. It was just like, oh my God, you know what I mean? It was hard, y'all. It was real hard. The times that we were together, it's like it was very different than any other time we had hooked up. It was way different. It was different, y'all. He was changing. He had changed. He had changed from the person that we all used to know. Now, he still had it in him, okay? Don't get it twisted. But I could tell, and what's crazy is, like, when I'm talking to someone, I interrupt. I interrupt because I'm not being rude, but I'm trying to get out my point of view before I forget. And during these times, I was just so amazed at him talking to me about the things that he talked to me about. It's like he gave me a whole rundown of his whole entire life, you guys. Everything, all the gaps that we had not seen each other, everything. And it's like I was listening. I was able to hear everything he wanted to share with me, y'all. So at the funeral, I had already seen his wife before, his ex-wife, I shall say, because he was divorced. He was divorced, had been divorced for some years. And so I knew who she was. I knew each kid because he had already like told me about them. I had met a couple of his, I had met his daughter and his grandson, but the other kids I was kind of like putting together who was who, from what he had told me and who I follow on Instagram. So, it was very hard, you guys. Very hard. It still is hard. And what gets me through is videos, watching them, listening to like some of the times we had together, because a lot of times I'm always recording. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I took the time to record. Or, let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. And that's normally not me. I'm enjoying the moment and I forget about pictures, or I'm not too concerned about pictures. But this, especially with the guy, like I'm kind of secretive when it comes to who I'm dealing with or who I'm involved with or anything like that. But I was constantly like taking pictures of us. We didn't even have to be out. We could just be chilling. And I'm like, take a picture. Let's take a picture. Take a picture. Half the time, I ain't even telling him I'm taking pictures, okay? That's how often I was taking pictures. And I'm so glad that I did, because those are the memories that I look back on and they do make me feel better, you guys. His body is being shipped to Virginia to be laid to rest with his ancestors. So that's one thing that I was kind of like sad about, because even though I got a chance to see his body, now I won't be able to go. Now I can go and visit him. I can find out. And I have to go and visit. I do not know. I know Will is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I do not know where at. I do know where Adrian is. He was cremated, but I know exactly where he is because he's in the VA cemetery. Yeah, he's in the VA cemetery. So it was like, hey, I got what I wanted. And, you got to take the good with the bad. And this is not bad. It's not a bad thing. But for me, it is. But I can't be selfish, okay? Afterwards, the repast was at a sports bar and grill, which I did attend. It was very nice. For a long time, I was just sitting there like by myself. I hadn't had anything to drink. I wasn't talking to nobody. I was just like, I cannot believe I'm here. I cannot believe what I'm here for. Because once we met up this time around, we was locked in. Like no matter what. Like nobody was going nowhere. You might have got mad, but I know how to find you. And you know how to find me. So it was just like, I cannot believe that I'm here. I cannot believe the reason that I'm here, okay? I had been sitting there for a couple of hours. Hadn't even said a word, y'all. I hadn't even looked at my phone. I was just like out of it. Like, I cannot believe this. Can he just walk in? Can somebody say this is some sick joke? I would be happy to know that it's a sick joke. Like, come on. But it wasn't, y'all. Later on, I was approached by the ex-wife, you guys. Now, I saw her, I saw the kids and everything at the funeral, and when is the right time to just say, hey, like, I'm like, it's never a good time during this time, and then you don't know, you're trying to get the feel and the energy, and you just don't know if it's the right thing to do. So I did not go and speak, but at the repast, she approached me, you guys. So stay tuned to the next video to see what had happened. Peace out. You guys, and so this lipstick, I not too long ago I was looking for a color that I already had, but it broke and there's hardly no more left. So I found a similar color that I'm wearing now, and the name of it is Bayberry. Get it, baby, my baby. So it's Bayberry, and that's what I was like, this the one.